Today is a good day. An American, Shalane Flanagan, won the New York City Marathon, and her time was just under 2 hours and 27 minutes. I'm a runner, and I'm not super fast, but I'm still just in awe of people that do it at that speed. It's been a gazillion years since an American won, so hats off to her. I did the math when I saw her time, and it worked out to be about 5.6 minutes per mile. Just sit on that for a minute. On my very best day and for short distances, I can run an 8-minute mile. So, and that's for like 3 miles or less. She did it 5.6 for 26.2 miles. If you're a treadmill runner, that's the equivalent of setting it to about 10.7, I think I did, miles per hour. So that is outrageous. It's outstanding. So I had to share that piece of Americana with you, that piece of history. But today we're here to talk about another piece of Americana. This is the Chico Tote, coming to me from Ranchlands out of Colorado. Their first business is being ranchers. So they have a commitment to the land, a commitment to the animals, and sustainability. And in conjunction with that, they also make leather goods one at a time, not mass produced. Their leather maker is Madi. And again, you know I love it if I know where it came from and who made it. I feel like it's a connection to the product, and it's a commitment to things that are going to last. So let me just tell you about this tote. I think it's spectacular. It's literally the thickest leather I have of any of my totes. So it's extraordinarily well made. Let me just show you the bottom and show you the sides so you can get an appreciation for it. We're going to talk about all the features, but just so you know. And this is it in black, obviously. The black comes with a tan contrasting handles. It also comes in a tan color, and the handles also contrast in the tan color, but not quite as much. Obviously, the bag is a tiny bit lighter in color than the handles. So in that, you can see on the website, the black, there aren't photos on the website. So I'm going to take extensive stills for you and post them at the end of this video so you can see an ooh and ah. Anyway, so this comes to me out of Ranchlands. I had an unboxing on this a few weeks back, and I've been carrying it faithfully ever since. I got a ton of compliments on this bag. I usually don't carry big bags like this on the weekend, but with this bag I did. One, just because it's comfortable, and two, I just really wanted to get a sense for it because it's heavy-duty leather, and I wanted to see, could you carry it for a long time? You can. I carried this at a Halloween event for probably 3 or 4 hours in a zoo event. I put a couple photos of the zoo event on my Instagram, and I didn't have any problems. Usually what gives me issues is when the handles are too narrow. These have nice thick handles, which means very comfortable for long carry. Unlined, so they're not sliding off. I don't even think I switched shoulders when I went to my zoo event. So anyways, but let's get into it. Let me just show you the features of the bag. So on the front side, there is a single full length, not full depth, obviously it stops here, open pocket, pretty deep. You can get a lot of stuff in there. I'm going to show you. I have my little tablet, and that I can get, and it just comes to the top of the bag. Obviously it could go in sideways if you had a bigger tablet. What I actually like to put out on this one is my phone. It's deeper than my phone, and you can see that there, but I kind of like that because then I never feel like my phone's gonna get snatched. Not that it would, but I just like it a tiny bit out of sight, and this one does the trick with that depth. So I usually keep just my phone in this giant pocket, but you could keep a ton of things in there. No pockets on the sides, no pockets on the back. It has the 2 shoulder carry handles. You cannot crossbody this thing, you guys. You know I try to crossbody everything, but you can't. And you really wouldn't want to. It's a big enough bag that it would look a bit silly. A couple of things I love before we move on to the interior. The first, I'm going to come a little closer so you can see this. Right up here, where the seams meet, right? That's typically a weak point of the bag. They've gone the extra mile of tabbing it here. And I think it's a really nice touch. I don't think it would fail without the tabs, but I love that they took the time to do that. So there's 4 tabs of those at the top. Handles are another weak point, right, where they attach to the bag. I'm going to swing it around because you can see it better without the pocket. And you can see she's done this sort of butterfly thing where she has this for extra security. So I feel like these handles, they're not going anywhere. They're in there so securely. And I love that she did that. And then let me swing it around and show you one last thing on this side. So this is the open pocket, and you probably can't see it that well, but she's flipped the top down and she's exposed. Move it around. Hopefully you'll be able to catch that. And she's exposed the suede lining here, and it's details to me that say somebody took time to make the best made bag their hands can make. And it's a craftsmanship there that you don't see that often. These straps, they are crazy thick, as is the leather. So no skimping there whatsoever. All the seams turned inside. On the interior, it's very wide open, pretty straightforward. This back side, no pockets. This front side has one long pocket that's divided. It's not divided dead down the center. It's about 1/3 and 2/3, and that works out really well too. You can slip this phone on either side. It sticks out probably about this much, just to give you an idea of the depth of these pockets. And on the other side, the 2/3 side, I cannot fit this tablet in, which is small, but I of course could fit it in like that, and it sticks out. Let me turn it around so you can see it a little better. But if you wanted to carry a tablet in there, it sticks out a little bit out the top, but I think it would work out totally fine. Anyways, what's not in here is a key fob. And for a second I was thinking, how do I feel about that? Do I want my bag to have a key fob? Do I want this thing dangling? Do I want a D-ring for extra weight? Do I want a D-ring that's not balanced and only on one side? All these things that I thought of. But I don't want a key fob, you guys. I ordered this instead, and I'll put a link. I can hear my rabbits. You're probably going to see all these rabbits in the yard if you're lucky. But anyways, I ordered this thing, and I think it comes in black and like in a kind of gunmetal silver, and then this. And I chose this color because I didn't want it to disappear in my bags. I wanted to be able to see it right away. I have a lot of things that are silver, like the key rings, but I wanted this to stand out, so I ended up getting this color. And this works out awesome. So what I do is I just hang it off one of the interior pockets, and it keeps my keys out of the way. I don't have a D-ring for extra weight, and it's just always there. I know right where it is, and it's not getting lost or falling to the bottom of my bag. And so this was a nice workaround, and I think with this, I don't need a key fob. But anyways, let me show you how I pack it. So this is a Lenovo ThinkPad. It's about 9 by 13. It fits both ways, meaning I can put it in the bag horizontally or I can put it vertically. If I put it vertically, just for size reference, this dongle for the mouse is the only part of the laptop sticking up. So the bag is about 13 inches deep. Of course, if you let it sort of fall over to one side instead of keeping the bag flush to one side, it's no problem because then it doesn't stick out. See how that works out? I don't. I pack my bags with a lot of stuff, so I keep it flush to one side, so I carried mine like this. But anyways, and I didn't even put it in a case. One, because this is so heavy duty, I'm not worried about it, and two, because there's not a lot of wiggle room. The laptop's not really going anywhere. So I put this in first, and I put it up against the side with no pockets because I want to be able to do things like dangle my keys out the pockets, have the laptop not up against the pocket so I can get to my phone if I want it or my tablet. So let me put this in there. And then I always have 2 pairs of glasses, my actual sort of like reading glasses and then hard-sided sunglasses, and I stack them like this. And I put them in the bottom right next to my laptop. And then I have kind of a fat wallet. It's actually a fisherman's wallet. And then this thing that I keep like odds and ends, like lotion, chapstick, sunscreen in there. And I put that in like this. Sorry, I put it in like this vertically, right up in front of the keys. And I still have tons of room. I have this thing which has essentials. I know I carried 2 wallets, but I have like credit card, license, and my ATM card in here in odds and ends. And I slip that in the bigger of the 2 pockets. This one, if I'm carrying it, I'll put it on the exterior actually, on the exterior pocket. And then this goes, I kind of flip-flop back and forth either on the exterior or the interior pocket, but I'll put it in the interior for today. I have the cord to my laptop. I just kind of throw that on top. And then Band-Aids. I don't know why, but I carry Band-Aids. Anyways, I tuck that in the big pocket next to my wallet. And check it out. It's packed really well. Like, it can hold a ton more stuff. I could throw a sweater on top. I'm actually going to come in a little so you can see it better. But it's not crowded in any way. It has really nice sort of visibility. I can see everything that I need to see. And let me put this on and check out my bag swag that I got from a friend, because I just needed that reminder. It said life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. So I don't really have any bag swag, but this is the only piece that I have, and it's the only one that I wear, and I love that. But anyways, let me put it on just so you can see. I am 5'2" for reference. I feel like the bag's very comfortable. I always kind of wear my totes like this with my arm resting on there. And this does the trick. If you wanted to see it like this, this is the pocket side facing out. It's just a really comfortable carry. I don't have a whole lot to say in terms of version 2.0. Oh, one other thing before I get to my version 2.0 that I wanted to point out, branding, right? We don't buy designer bags for a reason. I don't want to be a walking billboard. I don't want to see and know what your bag is from 40 feet away. I want to appreciate your bag up close. And so theirs is very subtle branding. Let me show you what they have. A sweet leather tab right here on the interior pocket. I'm sorry, on the interior back that doesn't have pockets. And the other one, I'm not sure if you're going to see, it's kind of a diamond with sort of wings or tails. I'm going to bring it in close so you can see it. Hopefully you're getting that. So I love it. I love that it's just subtle branding. It's a very, very well-made bag, and they're not screaming out to you that it's from Ranchlands. But anyways, let's get to it. Version 2.0. So version 2.0 are things that I would love to see in this bag, the next iteration of it. And my first thing is there isn't any pockets that are secured, either by a snap closure, some other closure, or a magnet. And the two on the inside, I don't feel like you need them to be closed because they're already on the inside, so they have a minimal level of security. But I would love to see one right here. That way, if there was something, or if you were walking through a crowded place and you wanted to keep your phone here, it would add that much more security. Or if you wanted to keep anything really, cash or wallet, down in here. So I'd love to see a magnet closure right here. And I think having at least one place that's semi-secure would do the trick. The other thing that I'd like to see, and I'm going to take a couple things out just so you can see this better. Here are the interior pockets, right? You can kind of see what I've stuffed in there. In the one that's 2/3, I've stuffed a wallet and that Band-Aid holder. And on the other side, I have my keys dangling and then also my phone. This wallet is about exactly the depth where something's not sticking out of the top for the pockets. Here's my phone for comparison. So I would love to see the pockets be just a tiny bit deeper. I don't mind my phone sticking out a little bit, like maybe here. So I'd say make the pockets, and they go pretty close to the bottom. So I'd say make them just a little taller on the top so that my phone doesn't stick out quite so much. But that's it. Two tiny little suggestions, a magnet closure and taller pockets on the interior. Other than that, I had a great time taking this bag out. One, because I knew where it came from and it was American made, and it was made by somebody. You can go on the website and see her doing her leather work, her crafts. It's amazing. And two, because they have a commitment to something other, bigger than just making leather bags. It's a beautiful story, and it's my pleasure to share it. This is Ranchlands coming to you out of, I almost said Chicago because I was just there, so I apologize for that. Coming to you out of Colorado. Just a well-made American bag. Thank you so much for watching.